morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whenever it is you're tuning in. Welcome to Ticket Price, Allergy Suffering Edition. Yes, I sound nasally. Yes, I'm aware. I don't know what's blooming, but I hate it, and we're all just going to deal with it. When asked why I didn't just call in today and we record later, well, we have a special guest with us today, and fixing everyone's schedule would have been a real big pain in the ass. But welcome to Ticket Price. I am your co-host, Jake. I'm the nasally one. Sitting across the way, with me as always, co-host extraordinaire, and the only man who thinks that this sub-series is a good idea. Tevis at Master Control. Tevis, how are you, sir?
This is a great idea.
I swear to God.
I cannot wait to watch all Sylvester Stallone movies. I'm doing Rocky with a cold.
I don't feel good. I don't have to put up with this. Oh.
I am sorry. I'm doing great. Sorry, I'm an asshole.
Eat my entire ass.
Nom, 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 nom. I'm going to talk like Yogi Bear.
Gee, just so happens I am a master of that fisticuff stuff.
And sitting over here, not across the way, but askewed from the way, and with us on occasion, the only woman who agrees to be on the show, Sarah. Sarah, welcome back.
Hello, hello.
So,
All right.
hello. What was that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Please don't develop a persona. You don't need an on-air persona.
Got a
Just trying to
catchphrase.
be friendly.
You don't get a catchphrase.
At least I'm not nasally.
Zing.
Don't. She doesn't get a catchphrase.
On your bingo cards, if it says zing.
Zing is not a bingo space. Check your bingo cards. Zing is not on there. Sarah, you're not on with. You're only with us on occasion. You don't get a persona. You don't get catchphrase. Thank you, Tevis. And you certainly don't get a bingo square.
Oh.
You have to be with us way more than occasionally.
Womp womp.
So today. All right. Getting into the episode, Tevis had an idea. He said, "Hey, Jake, I have this idea. Do you think Sarah would be down for it?" I said, "Well, let me ask her." He didn't care if I was down for it or not, which I'm not, but I'm here anyway, under the weather and suffering your slings and arrows and pollen.
Such a trooper.
Thank you. So, last time Sarah was with us, or I should say, I guess the very first time Sarah was with us, we revisited the movie Rocky. She told us from a female perspective what we got wrong. Unfortunately, Sarah made a number of comments that she shouldn't have, and that was her mistake. Because she mentioned how she likes the movie Rocky. She talked about how she likes Sylvester Stallone, both in that she thinks he's a good actor, which he's not, he sucks. That he has a cute face, which he doesn't, he's borderline a Neanderthal. And that Rocky was the only Sylvester Stallone movie she had ever actually seen. And that got us thinking. Again, I want to give Tevis all the credit for this.
Thank you. Or the blame. I feel like it's more the blame.
I'm just letting everyone know who to send hate mail to. So we decided, how could Sarah say Rocky is her favorite Stallone movie / role if she has nothing to compare it to? So, what we have here, Sarah, is you are the subject. Tevis is an avid Stallone supporter, and I'm not. And we all sat down and we watched a Stallone movie. And we will test your love of Sylvester Stallone and what we have dubbed Sara and Sly.
Why did you have to say it like that?
Because we carved it into a tree in the park, inside a heart.
Without me?
Yeah. You were at work. We didn't want to bother you.
Okay.
It was at where you work, though. There are a number of trees where you work.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So you'll see it.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you can't do that.
I'm pretty sure I did. So
That's what that police officer kept saying as he was chasing us through the park.
I thought he wanted a foot race.
Me too.
Now,
I can't believe I outran him.
I can't believe you ran at all. Now, we thought we would start nice, slow, easy. For our first episode of Sara and Sly. We will be rejoining the Rocky universe and looking at Rocky 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tevis, real briefly, what is your history with this movie? I said briefly.
Good.
Buffer faster.
This one was always my go-to between Rocky 1 and Rocky 2. I would always pick to watch this one. I enjoyed this one a lot more when I was younger than I did the original Rocky.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Okay.
But no, I watched this one quite a lot when I was growing up. The first Rocky, I maybe watched a handful of times, but this one probably 15, 20.
Well, it was on TV more often than the original.
Oh, yeah.
For myself, I have probably watched this movie before watching it for this episode. I bet I've seen it twice. And I went into it, other than remembering like the big pivotal, how it ends, I didn't remember a damn thing about this movie. So it was a pretty fresh watch. Sarah, what is your history with Rocky 2?
I've only seen it a handful of times. We usually watched Rocky the first one.
Rocky the First, right? I do believe that's what it's
yes.
called, yes.
The first one. We watched the first one a lot more than any of the other Rockies, but we watched Rocky 2 every once in a while. So I actually didn't remember a whole lot when I watched it, but it kind of came back to me as I was watching it.
So, but you had seen it before.
Yes, I had seen it before.
So everything you said in the previous episode, in the Rocky rewatch, was a lie.
What does that mean?
You said you hadn't seen any other
I didn't
Stallone
say that.
movies. You did say that.
I did.
You did in fact say that.
I've seen a couple
I don't
of the
believe
Rocky.
you did, and I think you're
I've
a liar.
seen Rocky
you
1,
lied to me.
Rocky 2,
You lied to Tevis.
and Rocky 3.
You lied to people in 10 different countries, spanning 4 continents.
Yeah.
I think Jacob's nasally cold has reached his ears because he can't seem to listen to me.
That's because you're a woman. Now, very quickly.
Damn, Paulie, settle down.
We'll get into him. We'll get there. All right, very quickly. Quickly? Am I saying the word weird? Quickly.
You're saying it quickly.
Quickly. All right. Released in 1979. Written, directed, and starring Sylvester Stallone. And
Talent. Such a talent.
Shut up. Shut up. All right. Also starring Carl Weathers, Talia Shire, Burgess Meredith, and Tony Burton, putting Tony at 4.
At 4. Yep.
With a budget made with an estimated $7 million. My pen keeps getting stuck on the cord and I have to move it. Quit giggling. I hate everyone in this room right now. I don't feel good. I had to watch a shitty Sylvester Stallone movie.
You're not supposed to give away your opinion.
Everyone already knows how I feel about this movie.
Chill out, dickwad.
It had a worldwide gross of about $85 million. Not bad when you figure it was 79 and it cost 7. Shut up.
I didn't laugh first.
2 award wins with an additional 2 nominations. IMDb gave it a 7.3 and Rotten Tomatoes a 71. I didn't look up any reviews on this movie because I don't care about their opinion. The only opinion we care about is Sarah's. So let's dive in.
Well, that's a first.
That's true.
Oops.
Now,
Breaking the table.
can we appreciate that the first 10 minutes of Rocky 2 are the last 10 minutes of Rocky the First.
Except a little different. Just slightly, though.
Because it looked like they filmed it fresh, like for this one and parts of it.
Well,
like,
there's like a little bit of like footage from the last bit, and then they like it looks like they shot new footage or had old footage that they didn't use in the first one, and then they had a couple like voiceovers to make it different.
I noticed the voiceovers, like they didn't quite match.
Yeah.
The mouth movement maybe didn't quite match, but there was something different. I definitely could tell that. But I like that they started off right where basically ends in the original.
But see, it didn't start right where it ends. We got to rehash the last 10 or 15 entire goddamn minutes.
Yeah, but you also have to realize when this came out in 1979 that people going to see Rocky 2 maybe didn't remember how Rocky 1 ended because we didn't have the constant stream of accessibility to those movies.
That's a fair point.
Please don't mansplain old-timey things to me. I was there.
I was explaining it to Sarah. I just
no, you were mansplaining.
I wasn't
to
looking.
Sarah.
Yeah, I was mansplaining to her. I just didn't want to look at her because you know.
Don't look me in the eye.
Do I look that bad?
I mean, I do get that, but like, God, this much of it, the entire last fight scene seemed a little extraneous.
Yeah, I didn't hate it.
I didn't.
That was the best part of Rocky.
No, I'm pretty sure his fight with Spider Rico was the best
You like
part
the
of
apartment
Rocky.
scene. We know.
Oh,
Everyone knows. All right. Rocky and Adrian get married.
oh, we jumped ahead
Did we?
a little bit.
Oh, that's right. Because so they after the championship fight of Rocky 1, they go to the hospital, and Rocky walks into the hospital. They don't have he rode there in an ambulance. He had to have been stretchered into the ambulance.
Well,
He was in a wheelchair.
He was in a wheelchair when they wheelchaired him in, but
no, he got in a wheelchair in the hospital. He walked through the emergency room doors.
he got in a wheelchair before he got into the ambulance.
Notes, walks into hospital. And I wrote congruently as I watched him walk into hospital.
I love when he's getting interviewed by the reporters, and one of them says, "Rocky, do you think you have brain damage?" And I was like, "No, he had that before the fight. Like, what are you asking?"
I can't even remember what he answers, but it's a real...
He said no or something like that.
It was an or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, to anyone who will listen, I'm real bummed out about my nose. Is my nose busted? Rick, is my nose broken? Hey, Paulie, how's my nose? Hey, Doc. Hey, person at the vending machine. What does my nose look like?
Are you doing a Rocky impression right now, or is the allergies taking over?
Bit of both.
Okay, I didn't know. I just want to be clear.
So now I check notes. No one gives a shit about his nose. Why do we have to keep hearing about it?
Because it's supposed to be a joke from the first Rocky when he was talking about how proud he is of his nose. It's a reference to the first one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
If he didn't get his nose broken in that fight,
He got his nose broken where Spider Rico headbutted him in the face.
then yeah, his nose is made of fucking steel. Because the only thing he used to block with was his nose.
Was his nose. See, that's the secret to his boxing success.
Ah.
He used his schnoz to absorb all of Apollo Creed's punches.
I like it when the reporters are asking both of them questions and Apollo is like so fired up and Rocky is just chill as heck.
Because he's not smart enough as a human being or an actual person, the actual person being Sylvester Stallone, to be fired up. I hate this movie. I hate Sylvester Stallone. I'm angry I had to watch this. Yes. Speaking of getting fired up. No. Okay. I will say one good thing about this movie. It gives us more Carl Weathers. And that's always a good thing.
100%. I love Apollo in this movie.
Because let's face it, he and Tony Burton, when it cuts away and it's just one or both of them, that's the only point in time where I'm like, finally, something good to watch. Acting. Characters. Emotion. That isn't, I'm an idiot.
So you didn't appreciate Rocky and Adrian?
I thought Talia Shire, she was phoning it in hard. Or she is as fine, air quote, as Shelley Duvall. Took me a minute to remember her name.
I didn't get that. Except when she's at home watching the fight on TV. There was moments where I'm like, oh, that's terrible.
Oh no, I'm watching her in this. I'm going, ugh, so bad. But we're not there yet. But no, Carl Weathers, who is a good actor, R.I.P. Carl Weathers, he's just like, Rocky, you bum ass. Kick your ass. I'll get out of this wheelchair and kick your ass.
Yeah,
and I wish he had. Would have been more entertaining. But they're setting up that, although in the ring, it's like, there's not going to be a rematch. Don't want a rematch. And so at this point, because he hasn't started getting the hate mail yet, do you think he's in showmanship mode? Excuse me. You think he's in showmanship mode here? Where he is at this moment in the hospital yelling at Rocky. There's the reporters everywhere.
Reporters
He's
are there,
still
yeah.
got to.
Yeah.
He's got to always keep that showman persona when there's cameras or reporters present.
Stallion! How was the story? You got a dog's skull, Stallion. You're lucky. So lucky. What you did was a miracle. You're the luckiest man on the face of the earth. I want you to know that, Stallion.
Do I look lucky?
Sarah, you can have a persona when you become the world heavyweight champion.
Cool.
He's almost like the wrestlers of that era.
Yeah.
You know, you couldn't, even if your best friend was a heel, you couldn't be seen riding with them.
Right.
You couldn't be seen hanging out with them. You had to always have that persona with you everywhere you went.
Well, that was the big issue when Iron Sheik and Hacksaw Jim Duggan got pulled over.
Really?
A lot of people think it was the amount of drugs in their system and in the car that was the scandal. No, that was just the reason they got pulled over. The scandal was Duggan, the ultimate good guy, was sharing a car with Iron Sheik, an ultimate bad guy. That was the scandal.
I don't remember that.
Oh, yeah. All the drugs in that car, too. Separate issue, though.
Yeah, I think Hacksaw's had a few drugs in his life.
So Rocky gets up to his hospital room, and here comes Paulie.
Oh, gosh.
And what does Paulie do? Immediately asks for a job as the collector for the local leg
Gazzo,
breaker,
yeah.
Gazzo.
Yep.
I'm like,
He wants his old job.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, but because in the first one, Paulie was asking for the same job, but it was like, just, get me on. Now it's, you're not doing that job anymore. Let me do that job.
Yeah. And it's while he's like laying in the hospital bed, his head is all bandaged up. And it's like,
Oh, my nose.
could you have, go away?
I would love to.
No, not
Oh.
I was talking to
I
Polly.
think she meant Polly. Although I will say Polly in this one was nowhere near as annoying to me than he was in the first one.
That's because he didn't have as much screen time.
That is a good point.
Now, I will say my biggest I have two main takeaways with Paulie. One we haven't gotten to yet, and the other is as soon as I saw Burt Ward or Young?
Burt Young.
Burt Young.
Burt Ward was Robin.
Robin in the Adam West Batmans.
Yeah.
Yeah, Burt something or other. I went, holy shit, he lost some weight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
he
did.
lost some weight
Yes, he did.
between 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Like, he looked good.
He did look good.
I mean, Paulie's a piece of shit, but
Right.
Burt was looking good.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Checks notes. Paulie asked for a job. Oh, throughout the hospital scene, I can't help but I wrote how happy I am that Rocky as a character and Stallone as a screenwriter and as an actor made sure to still include his inane mumblings as he just pratters on about nothing. Constant to himself. Nobody's in the fucking room. And he's just, I'm just talking to hear my voice and stuff. I'm just a big
He's
idiot.
thinking out loud.
He's got brain damage.
Probably. Actually, in this one, he probably does. How many times he got hit by Apollo?
And his eyes all fucked up.
Yeah, that's true. He can't see out of his eye anymore.
So wait, are we suggesting that Rocky Balboa is too stupid of a person to have an inner monologue?
I didn't say that.
You know that little voice in your head when you're talking to yourself, right? Are we suggesting that he is either too dumb or a combination of his shockingly low intelligence and the beatings he's sustained to the nose that he no longer can think? He has to just let it ramble out into the open?
Yeah. I've worked with people like that.
I work with people like that.
I haven't had the pleasure of working with people like that.
Well, you had the pleasure of watching a movie with someone like that.
And he is a damn fine actor, I would say.
No, he's not. No, he isn't.
We're not there yet.
Yes, we are.
We have to talk about the rest of this movie.
Do we? I don't want to. Okay. Rocky gets out of the hospital. Then he takes Adrian to the zoo. There's Tevis's phone. I'm glad all of our cast of sidekicks could show up. Sarah, Tevis's phone, my allergies. We are just having... This is a banner episode of Ticket Price.
Why is it so loud?
I ask that every week. I ask that.
I turn it down every time.
Yeah, after it goes off a couple times.
I didn't say when I turned it down. I just said I turned it down.
It does, in fact, get turned down at some point. But they go to the zoo, which who doesn't love the zoo? I love the zoo. Does it cost money to go to the Philadelphia Zoo?
Probably.
So how did Rocky afford tickets to the zoo?
Well, he's got 37 grand, as we learn later.
Well, that's what he brought home. Wasn't he gross pay for the fight $150K?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, he got ripped off. Somebody ripped him off.
Yeah, probably the meat packing plant.
Probably Paulie.
Yeah.
Oh, Paulie was siphoning. Did you see the suit Paulie was wearing?
Yeah.
He skimmed.
Yeah.
He didn't skim. He just stuck his whole hand into the tub and pulled out the good stuff.
So when Rocky proposes,
Yeah, you want to get married and stuff?
what? Why was there so much snow on his hat?
But nowhere else.
Did you notice that?
Dandruff.
It
It's
was
not snow at all.
It wasn't even snowing that hard, but it looked like he just dipped his hat into a snow mound and like pulled it out.
I have no answer for that. This movie sucks.
It's Paulie's dandruff. Paulie
Well,
sneezed.
it's snowy.
And
And
all
all
of
of
it
his
came-
dandruff just went onto that.
But to Tevis's point, you're right. It is, Sarah. It is snowy. But
Yeah.
shouldn't there be an equivalent amount of snow on Adrian
Fair enough.
or Rocky's shoulders?
Yeah.
Very fair. Fair.
Like, I don't know a lot of things, but I know how snow typically works.
It's wet.
It's water. I know it's water. Snow is water.
Tevis, get the pills.
I'm talking about goddamn Rocky. I'm talking about gremlins. What am I doing? Go home.
Maybe somebody should call an ambulance.
You get the pills. Don't worry, I know CPR.
I'll get the pills.
I don't feel good. So, Sarah, you're a woman,
Yeah. Well, thank you.
as I've been led to believe by the internet rumors,
Yeah.
and you kind of have a husband. You were proposed to at some point in time.
Yes, I was.
How do you rank Rocky's proposal?
I wish
if you-
he'd gotten down on one knee.
If
That
I
would have
don't
made it
think he
better.
could have.
well, he probably could have, but he wasn't getting back up.
He would have just passed out.
He would have gone down to one knee, proposed, stood back up, head rush, flipped over backwards into the 2-foot high fence that separated them from a fucking tiger. Apparently, zoo safety protocols didn't exist in '79.
No, not at all.
Although Rocky did very politely invite the tiger
Yeah, he did.
to the wedding.
Because he was so excited.
He's just having fun.
Yeah.
He's just a fun-loving guy.
Yes, he is.
I don't-
Ignorance is bliss, and his life
Absolutely.
is ecstasy.
I actually thought it was a pretty cute proposal.
So how are you? Scale of 1 to 10.
Oh, okay.
You're Adrian. That's what you get hit with. Maybe you want to get married or something, babe? Look at that tiger.
I'd give it a 6.
Get out.
What?
That
He's
is-
at the zoo. It's snowing, and I love snow.
Because it's water.
No, because I like the cold. And he's a little nervous.
Is he?
Yeah, he's supposed to be. He's nervous.
I get that he's supposed to be, but I don't think Stallone can portray that depth of emotion.
Well, he's nervous. And I think it's cute. I don't know. I think it's cute.
Tevis, you're a man. Per the internet rumors.
Yes, I am.
You proposed a number of times.
Yes, I have.
How do you, as a guy who has planned proposals and executed them flawlessly, how do you, like, did you watch Rocky's proposal and just go, dude, he didn't even have a ring?
Well, for one, he couldn't really afford one.
Yeah, he had $36,000.
Well,
Yeah,
he
but
just got out the hospital, though, so...
There you go. He just got it. I feel like it was a spontaneous thing. I don't think he planned it, because I don't think he can plan things. But I think he just had the just spur of the moment, just did it. And he was nervous, to her point, and I think that's why he didn't go down on one knee, because he was just nervous as hell. I mean, he was so nervous, his hat was sweating.
You guys are carrying Rocky more than the paramedics did. All right.
Just standing up for my guy.
So,
That's right.
Adrian says yes. I still don't really know why.
But she loves him?
Yeah, but I still don't really know why. He bought turtles from her that one time.
Have you ever had a dog that's really, really dumb?
I currently have a dog that's really
Hey, now.
And you love that dog, no matter what.
kinda.
Yeah, I think this is the same thing.
So it's almost like Adrian has a savior complex where, like, she knows Rocky just needs her so constantly and so consistently that it makes her, she can build herself up knowing that she has to just spoon feed him.
That, and plus, I think the only other man who's ever been in her life was Paulie, and he's abusive. And Rocky is nice to her. He takes care of her. The love story in this movie is 1,000 times better than in the original Rocky.
You know what? I will agree with that, Sarah.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
I will give you that one.
There is not a single moment in this.
But for the love story, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I will give you that. Now, people are coming after that sounds weird and aggressive. People are offering Rocky jobs, doing commercials and advertisements, sponsorships. He's going to make bank now as a celebrity. And that's when Gazzo is like, Rocky, you got some money? Do you have plans for it? I can help you take care of your money. Hear me out. Is Gazzo a local level gangster kind of guy? Yeah. Should Rocky have trusted Gazzo with his money? Yeah. Am I wrong? I do feel like Gazzo would have taken care of Rocky.
Yeah, he would have.
Like if Gazzo had been put in charge of Rocky's finances, I think it would have worked.
In the second one especially, I feel like their friendship shows a lot more than in the first one.
Agreed.
Yeah, because he's like a best man at the wedding, isn't he? He's
definitely at the wedding.
Yeah.
Is he a groupsman? Is he?
I don't
He's
remember.
not up there with him. I think he's but he's there.
He's there.
Yeah.
And he's super supportive. He's like, congratulations.
Yeah.
He goes to both fights.
Oh yeah.
And he's super supportive.
Somehow the local gangster is a better character than Paulie. That's a separate issue.
Yeah, I mean, he, like you said, he went to both fights. Adrian couldn't even go to both fights.
Well, the second one wasn't her fault. We're not there yet, but I'm not going to blame Adrian. Oh, bitch just got up from her coma. Get to stepping.
Yeah. There's wheelchairs.
Doctor's orders.
There's wheelchairs.
Doctor's orders.
All right. But that's when Gazzo's like, hey, partner with me. We can invest your money in condominiums. It's a safe investment that's guaranteed to make money. And that's when we get the all-time joke. Condominiums. Looks around sheepishly. I don't even use them. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha.
Happy for you. How's about investing in condominiums? It's safe.
Condominiums?
Yeah, condominiums. I never use them.
My wife turns to me and she deadpan face goes, "Really? I learned about condos when I was in 4th grade."
I don't think he passed 4th grade.
Rocky doesn't. It said he attended high school when he goes for those job interviews.
Well, actually, it said he doesn't have a high school diploma.
I didn't say he graduated. I said he attended. Those are different things. He said the highest level of education achieved was 9th grade. That is high school. He attended high school.
Okay.
But come on. That is a bad joke. A, Rocky as a grown-ass man knows the difference between condoms and condominiums. Also, that is a stupid joke that doesn't work for anybody. You two are the supporters of this film. Who thought that was funny? Who was like, that line is so clever?
That was the greatest line I've ever heard in my entire life.
You're just trying to get a rise out of me, and it's working! I don't feel good!
I don't feel safe.
I don't either.
But come on.
That was kind of a
I have
corny
admitted
joke.
the good parts as brought up. That's a bad line.
It was a bad line.
Okay, thank you. Now, they get married, and I did appreciate it's a nice simple wedding. It's Rocky's local church. The small, intimate group of people are there. Mickey, Gazzo, Paulie. My nose is getting worse. Hold on. Get your sound effects ready. Honk. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's better. Kind of. So I did actually like the simple, intimate wedding scene. I appreciated that. Now, Rocky, being the gentleman he is, he doesn't carry Adrian across the threshold. He carries her like a mile down the street.
I was going to say, how far away is the church from their apartment currently?
Somewhere, but okay, we know it's close.
This hurt my back.
Oh, if I knew you were so light, I'd have carried you all the time.
That was a cute line.
He
Come
loves
on.
this woman.
He loves this woman.
And he would do anything for this woman. This right
Not
here.
wear a condom.
This shows right here that he would do anything for her.
Not wear a condom.
He doesn't know where to buy them.
I don't know if that's true.
He would just steal them anyway, so it doesn't matter.
He doesn't buy things. Except, oh good. The newlywed couple goes to their joyous honeymoon retreat. The apartment.
I will point out there are no knives in the apartment in this
I
one.
have that in my notes. Rocky's apartment. A lack of knives in the wall.
A woman's touch. No embedded knives.
Or beer bottles on the back of the couch.
Woman's touch.
Yeah.
It looked like there was a bed they used, and it had sheets and a pillowcase. You know, pre-Adrian, Rocky did not have sheets or a pillowcase. We never saw it, so it can't be confirmed. But judging by the state of his apartment, pre-Adrian, his bed, if it existed, did not have sheets on it.
His bed was just a mattress on the floor.
A stained mattress on the floor.
That's it.
Yeah. Sarah?
It was in the same place where it is, but I'm pretty sure it was just a mattress and like a duvet cover.
Yeah. What's a duvet?
Isn't that the thing in the toilet that sprays on your butthole? That's not it. That's not it.
That's not a duvet, no.
Oh. I don't know. I've never used one.
You know, the thing, it sprays your butthole.
Yeah.
How did we get here?
I asked what a duvet was because I don't know. I've heard
garden hose. You do that outside. Neighbors look at you funny.
We got a shitter was full.
Out of toilet paper. Sorry, Robbie.
Did you hear that, honey? Did you check our toilet paper? So,
what are we talking about? A duvet.
I just wanted to know what a duvet was.
What is a duvet?
I've heard of a duvet cover, but I don't know what a duvet is.
It's the... Okay, so you know how people have like bed sets and they have the blanket on top?
Yes.
Sometimes you can get just like the cover of a blanket, but you have to like fill it with the blanket. Does that make sense?
What?
When you say...
Is it like a stuffed animal with no stuffing?
Yes.
Oh.
So you don't fill it with a blanket, you just fill it with stuffing?
No, you fill it with like a blanket, but it's
a blanket. It's a blanket blanket.
It's a
like
blanket
a cover
in
for
a
your
blanket.
It's your cover for your blanket.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. So like,
That's when you know you got money.
I don't understand what we're talking about.
Google it later. You have a like, maybe you have like a giant soft blanket, but you don't like that it doesn't match your bedspread or whatever, so you get a cover to match your bedspread.
That makes more sense. I'm with you now.
Yeah.
That's dumb, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I like the water thing better.
But when I say duvet cover, I literally mean just the cover with no blanket.
Oh no, I understand.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Isn't that the same thing though?
It's just a real shitty blanket.
Yeah, it's just a really
wait.
thin...
A duvet cover with nothing inside of it is basically just a sheet.
Yes, correct.
So he basically just had a bad sheet as his.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm glad we got that settled. Okay, my next note is Rocky spending that money wisely.
Oh yeah, so frugal.
He immediately gets money like any stupid moron who comes into money. What's he do? He buys a sports car. He buys that hideous leather jacket with the tiger on the back.
Eye of the tiger. Ha ha ha.
That's not until the third one.
I know, but it's like a prelude.
No, I think it would be a reference to how much he mentions how much he loves tigers while at the zoo. He loves tigers so much. He has a tiger jacket.
Yeah. But he also bought Adrian a jacket.
He bought her fur.
Yeah, fur coat.
Like Adrian actually looked good. Rocky looked scuzzy.
The 80s.
79.
Yeah.
That car is awesome.
It was a good looking car.
Yeah.
I just love Adrian is like, do you even drive? Can you drive?
Do I know how to drive? No, of course I know how to drive. I'm great at driving.
Then he just absolutely drives so reckless.
It's trash cans.
I love how
he hits trash because he's basically blind in his one eye.
Yeah.
I think that part is so funny.
I could see the amusement there, yes.
Yes, it is amusing.
See, I'm being fair and honest. I'm giving credit the little it deserves. What else did he buy, though? The house.
The watches.
The watches.
He
bought one for Paulie.
I don't know why. Oh.
Brother-in-law.
Yeah, but...
And best friend.
I would argue that Gaza is his best friend at this point.
No, Gaza is a better friend, but Rocky sees Paulie as his best friend.
Mm-hmm.
He shouldn't, but he does.
He has a little poor judgment there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets watches for Adrian, for Paulie, for
buys
himself,
that house.
and he buys that house.
Now, honestly, the house was the only purchase that I was like, yeah, I get that.
Yeah, you would want to move into a house rather than...
Especially if probably, although, because they got a mortgage, but in 79, the
I know,
it was still like 9.something% interest on
9.5%, and the taxes were $1,500. And I was like, that's... Woo!
The part that got me was when they were walking into the house and he points at the numbers on the house.
Oh,
and
my
he's
God.
Like, hey, these numbers almost add up to 9. That's a good omen.
That's a good, except the numbers are 2, 3, 1, 3, which do in fact add up to 9. Why is that a good omen?
I think he was just trying to be positive.
The ASMR channel.
It sounds like someone's skiing.
Oh gosh, the way your eyebrows turn into a V when you do that.
I get real Jack Nicholson. I have Jack Nicholson eyebrows on occasion. Get your sound effects ready. I'm dying. I don't feel good. Quit laughing at me.
We're laughing with you.
I'm not laughing. Now we're laughing with me. There it is. Yeah.
Oh man.
But no, the interest, all that aside, the house is the one, probably maybe not necessarily that house, but
yeah,
upgrading from apartment to a house where they can have a family, and obviously he wants Adrian to have a legitimately nice place to live. Like that, I get.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to give him too much shit on that, but the rest of it, I'm like, you idiot.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he's not had this much money before, so it would make sense that he doesn't know how to use it.
Adrian does, but Because she's like, Rocky, I don't think. He's like, it's fine. Just does it anyway. Okay, so now we actually get to the point where he's doing commercials. And we learn. Did we really learn this here? I guess it's confirmed here, but it was, I think we all suspected it. Rocky is not a strong reader. It's not that he can't read. He's not illiterate. He can read. Just not well.
At least for an out loud reader.
Well, we already determined he's too stupid to have that inner voice, so he only can read out loud. Which, as this movie goes on, I think confirms he can only read out loud.
But he reads out loud to people. He reads out loud to Adrian.
Yeah, when they're in bed, I like this moment.
Yeah.
When he's reading, and she's like, "What does she say?" She says, "You read nice," and he's like, "Thanks. You lie nice." I like that a lot.
To be fair, Rocky is fully aware of how.
Oh yeah,
that he's an idiot.
He knows his limitations.
Yeah, so I like
not his financial limitations.
I can't defend that. You're not wrong there.
Thank you. But he's trying to do the commercials. He can't read the cue cards. The director gets real upset with him. Doesn't call them cue cards, calls them dummy cards. I'm like, really? I'm like, I don't. That seems unnecessary.
Yeah, but, he was rude.
Yeah, which Rocky, I think, verbatim points out you're being rude.
Yeah, he does.
Now, so at this point, we're all on Rocky and Adrian's side, right? You feel bad for him. People are now making fun of him and blah, blah, blah. But they're getting ready for the first commercial shoot. And he's in the Tarzan get up.
Yeah.
And they're doing they're getting him ready to shoot the commercial. And he's sitting there. He's like, I feel like ridiculous. And Adrian's like, well, you look different. And I'm like, would you two shut the hell up? He's shooting a commercial. He's not going to walk down the goddamn street like this. It's not like he's just like, this is my new style. But they're making it sound like he's now engaged in some major life change because he's putting on TV makeup.
I think the point of it was not just the TV makeup, but the entire getup was he was like a caveman, and he's already pretty insecure about the fact that he knows that he's not all there.
He's shooting a commercial.
I know, but it makes him feel insecure, is what I'm saying.
His penis probably makes him feel insecure. He's shooting a commercial. Get the hell over it.
I agree with her.
You always do.
Yeah. I'm a Rocky fan. I'm a Stallone fan. Let me put it that way. I'm a Stallone fan.
Gross.
So I got to defend my guy.
I don't know. Something about that really irked me. But other than that, you're just, fuck these people. Rocky storms out and good for him.
Yeah.
Also, they didn't want him to do any commercials till the swelling went down. And then after the Tarzan scene went bust and they put him in his boxing gear, they gave him prosthetic face swelling.
Yeah. That looks worse than his actual wounds.
Oh, yeah. That looked terrible.
Yeah, but if you figure the broadcast quality in a 1979 TV, it probably would have, you know what I mean? It still would have looked great, but it would have been fine.
But he could have still done the commercial with his, swelling.
Well, Lord knows severe head trauma and facial swelling didn't stop him from talking. Apollo could have done the world a favor and broke his jaw, so they wired it shut for a little bit. They would have...
I don't think he likes Rocky.
I don't think he does either.
Checks notes. No, I don't. All right.
I want to say something about Apollo's hate mail.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go die or go kill yourself.
Kill yourself.
Kill yourself.
My God.
The
These
fight
people
was
were
fixed.
Intense.
Internet shit posters before the internet existed.
Yeah, that honestly, it kind of shocked me because I don't remember a whole lot about this movie, but man, I did. I was like, my God, is that a YouTube comment? I'm glad to see we've evolved,
right,
as a species.
You know, we've talked about this before, I think, as humanity hasn't changed.
No.
We just tell people to kill themselves on different forums.
Yeah, and faster instead of by snail mail.
Yeah, but I feel like it has more potency if you do it by snail mail. You
take the time to write it out.
Fold
it up.
You paid for postage on it. You wanted to make sure
this got to the right person.
Were patient enough to let it take its time.
And the fact that he had so many means that they came all at once.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm sure the mailman showed up with a bag.
You look like Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Hey, Apollo, go kill yourself. Fight was fixed, you bum.
How slowly did that guy lick that envelope before he sent it out?
You motherfucker. I hope you die. Like that woman who licked all the adhesive off the stamp at the grocery store.
Your stamps are terrible.
Excuse me, sir. This stamp isn't sticking.
It's not stamping.
As I'm standing there dumbfounded as this woman licks every molecule of adhesive off the back of a self-adhesive stamp.
I don't understand what are you talking about.
I work at a store. A woman bought a stamp. I unpeeled it off the stamp roll and I gave it to her to put on her mail. She then takes it and then proceeds to just she's making out with this thing.
Oh my gosh.
Licks all the glue off the stamp. Doesn't realize the taste of glue, apparently. Then is trying to get it to stick to the envelope, and it doesn't. And she's just like, excuse me, sir. Do you have any glue? Your stamp isn't sticking. And I just go, they were self-adhesive. And she goes, I'm going, bitch, what are you doing? Get out of my line.
She's like, why is my tongue all fuzzy? I don't feel well.
Do you smell wood burning?
Oh my gosh.
That was Rocky's mother.
So yeah, but now Apollo is getting flooded with hate mail, which is now if we were thinking at the hospital, that was just the show.
Yeah.
We now see that real Apollo, personal life, private life Apollo is like, we have to have a rematch. I have to redeem myself. And then Tony Duke, played by the incomparable Tony Burton, it's like, he's all wrong, man. Just let this go. Just other challengers. We don't need this guy in our life anymore.
Yeah, I love what he says. He says, you put a beating on this man like nobody else, and he just kept coming. Like, yeah, let it go.
He's all wrong for us, baby. I saw you beat that man like I never saw no man get beat before, and the man kept coming after you. And we don't need that kind of man in our life.
But Apollo can't. He's got some self-doubt.
Well, yeah, but at this point, his wife and daughter are getting harassed on the street and at school. He's getting hate mail.
Yeah, it's getting pretty intense.
Yeah, it's almost like he had no other recourse than to, because even no matter what, win or lose, the only way to get this harassment to stop was to get in the ring with Rocky again.
Yeah.
What do we got? So ultimately, and then we see Rocky. Do we want to? I don't give a shit. Rocky tries to get jobs. Rocky's an idiot and isn't qualified for anything, and it doesn't pan out.
Okay, well, he's trying to get a nice office job.
Correct.
But he doesn't have any. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of. Obviously, this couldn't have been done on purpose. But there was a lot of similarities between then and today, which I thought was pretty cool. You know, because he can't get a job, and they're like, you don't have enough relevant experience. Blah blah blah. You don't have enough schooling. And I know it's like he didn't finish his diploma or whatever, but that's a lot of what people are going through today is like they're trying to find jobs, and it's like you don't have enough of this and that and this.
Well, it kind of reminded me of when I got the degree, and then I try to go into the field that I have my degree in, and everybody's like, well, you don't have any experience.
Yeah.
I know. I can't get any experience unless I get hired somewhere. Then I can get experience.
Right? That's fair.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Yeah. So I feel like that part was pretty relatable.
Unless you're trying to get a job at the bank, in which case they won't hire you if you have a penis.
That's why I never got the call back. Okay.
Okay. All right.
You could probably get a job at a bank
I'm not going to get a job at
because
a
you're
bank.
sans penis.
Ah.
At least according to the buzz on the internet.
Oh, yes, because I'm everywhere on the internet.
Well, you're on this show.
Yeah.
So Rocky has a job at the butcher,
Yeah.
He had to go to
the meat
Pauly for a job.
the meatpacking plant.
I mean,
Yeah.
how sucky is that? To have to go to Pauly for a job. I can't believe he gave it to it. I can't believe he helped him out.
Well, he has a new car, so yeah.
Well, that doesn't happen till later.
Because is that later?
Yeah, I think that's later.
Anyway, I think you're right.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate this. They show like multiple days going by, but they used some of the exact same shots that they used for the other days. So it's almost like he's reliving the same day over and over again by doing the exact same shit over and over again. And I think it kind of bored him to death. Hey, my phone didn't get silent. I hit the little silency thingy.
Obviously, you did not.
I turned down the volume.
That's not the same.
We should have a bingo slot for Tevis's phone ring.
There might be.
There.
I've heard that before. You know what I also heard before? His phone going off.
Won't happen again.
Rocky essentially realizes, oh, I hate this.
Well, he does, but he would. I feel like he would have continued to do it because he wants to take care of Adrian.
Oh yeah, if he hadn't gotten fired,
he would have continued to do it.
He got laid off. He didn't get fired.
Pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, but there are distinct connotations.
Yeah, I guess we're going forward to in the job place.
His fault.
I got fired for burying my ass. Rocky got laid off because of downsizing.
Yeah, okay, I see the difference there.
Thank you.
Yeah. It would look a whole lot different on your resume if you say you were laid off versus fired.
Fired for burying ass.
Burying ass. Yeah. Did you bury your ass to the lady who licked the stamp?
No, she was already licking things and I was scared. Going back to she would have duvet covered my butthole.
I was thinking that, but I was like, I'm not going to go there.
Well, and that's why I'm the voice of the show in all my nasal glory, because I'll go there. I don't care. So Apollo issues the challenge. Rocky, he's retired. He and Adrian agree he's not going to fight anymore. He's practically blind in his right eye.
I think it's his right eye. Yeah,
correct.
But then ultimately, through all this work trouble, realizes like this is all I can do. Like it's all I've ever been able to do.
Well, before he goes to Mick. And he essentially asks if he can fight again. And Mick says, like, no, you're done. And he does the whole eye test on him. And he's like, you can't see out of this eye. If Creed comes at you like from this side, you're not going to see it.
Yeah.
And then you're going to go down. And so he's like, I got to be around it, Mick. And he's like, okay. And he gives him a job at the gym. But he's like, you're like a hero around here. You don't want to be seen picking up buckets.
And, Anna brought up the same thing. She goes, why doesn't he just become a trainer?
That would have been a good idea.
Well, shouldn't that have fallen on Mickey? It's Mickey's gym.
Well, he's like, Rock, come here. Show him how to punch with a snarl. And then, Rocky does. He's like, see, you gotta do it like that. Do it like a champion, Then Rocky's like, I'm going to go carry those spit buckets. And Mickey's like, don't do that.
I think that's because that's his job. Like, that's the job Mickey gave him is cleaning up. So he's like, I have to do my job.
Well, but he gave the job to someone else first. Is what he like? Mickey told him to come over and hold the bag, and then he told someone else to take care of the buckets. And then Rocky was like, well, I'll do it.
Yeah, no, Rocky jumped in, and Mickey's like, you're ruining your image.
I just think Rocky is trying to be as helpful as possible in any way,
like a child
possible. There you go.
Well, he wants to feel useful,
like a child.
Kinda. I think. I mean, that's kind of.
I mean,
kind of correct.
He wants to always be doing something.
Like a child.
Like a child.
I didn't think children always wanted to do stuff.
I have toddlers. Oh, yeah. Ultimately, though, Rocky comes to the decision he's got to fight. He's got to do it.
Oh, before... I'm so sorry. No, I think this is just a quick thing. But,
I bet it's not.
when after he starts working at the gym and they like these group of people are kind of snickering at him and they hand him a newspaper and it says
the Italian chicken.
He goes to the bathroom to read the newspaper.
Kiss someone.
There are no doors on the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
stalls.
No, the shitters have no doors.
Yeah.
You walk in, it's just, hey, Rock, don't mind me.
The high school I went to, whoever designed this restroom needs to be killed.
They need to cease existing.
You walk in the door.
Yeah.
To your right are the sinks.
Yeah.
Sure.
Then you keep walking forward.
Yeah.
Are the shitters.
Okay.
With no doors.
Oh, God.
And then you walk past that are the urinals.
No.
Why are the urinals all the way in the back?
Because this person who designed this bathroom is an idiot and needs to be killed.
Now, wait a minute. You're looking at it all wrong. Look on the bright side. It could have been laid out. Sinks, urinals, and then along both sides of the wall, the toilet stalls. So all you can do is sit there and make direct eye contact with the kid sitting across from you as you both.
They're so close that you touch knee to knee.
Oh,
yeah.
gosh.
You can hold each other's hands for support. We're going to get through this.
So anytime, because this was the upstairs bathroom on the third floor.
Sure.
The only bathrooms that were designed properly were in the next building that was built on to this school.
Oh, yeah.
So I would, anytime I was upstairs or any part of that building, I would go to the other side of the school to use the bathroom if I had to take a number 2, if it required a duvet to clean up. Because I made the mistake of sitting there one time and one of my teachers walked in and he's like, "Hey, Tevis, how you doing?" I'm like, man,
please don't talk to me at this moment.
Why?
Don't.
Oh, that is just the
Tevis,
worst.
don't forget your math homework.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You got that essay done? Yes, I do. Well, give me it. Let me read it. I'll just stand here and read it.
Let me proofread it for you.
Yeah.
Get out of here, man.
No, that was
the worst. The worst part about it was Mrs. Johansson.
That was the best part about it.
Oh my. Oh my.
All right, back to Rocky.
But Rocky ultimately agrees for the rematch. And Adrian doesn't really support this decision because she is very afraid her husband's going to get brutalized because he's mostly blind in one eye.
Yeah.
Now, this causes some internal conflict in the Rockster. To which Polly says...
I don't like that.
There it is. To which Polly says, "It was my sister giving you a hard time? If she gets lippy...
Knock her teeth in.
Knock her teeth out." What the fuck?
That's Paulie.
At least in the first one, it was just alluded to. That's when he's like, just punch her in the mouth.
And then Rocky just says, "I like her teeth the way they are."
I like her teeth where they are.
Yeah, in my notes it says Paulie is toned down a lot, and then
Never mind. Never mind. But
Yeah.
that's when Rocky is trying to sell him his car.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
He doesn't even sell the car. He just gives it to Polly, so Polly will take over the payments.
Just take over the payments.
Yeah, just take over the payments. And Adrian starts working at the pet shop part-time.
Again. But she's pregnant.
So Rocky doesn't really like that either.
Well, it's not even that she's working while pregnant. It's just the idea that his wife has to work And at 79, he's the man of the house.
Right.
He's supposed
he
to
even
be.
says that.
Yeah,
he's
he
supposed
does.
to be the
I'm
provider.
the one who's supposed to support.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the provider. So I get that.
Yeah.
But Adrian works too hard whilst pregnant.
Well, I think actually it's because Polly walks in to talk to her.
I think it's a combination.
I think it's a combination. Polly stresses her out, which fair enough.
Polly stresses me out.
Yeah.
I mean, he gets in her face.
He knocks the birdseed out of her hand.
He's like, you need to
yelling
support
at
your
her.
husband. And
he's got her cornered. And so.
Yeah, but usually that's when she submits to sexual advances. That's when she's most willing to.
We already talked about this.
Intimacy is when she's cornered.
Already talked about this. She stands up for herself, though, even while cornered. And I think that's what ultimately that's what causes what happens next.
Okay, but let's look at this within the scope of reality. One tense conversation did not cause her to hemorrhage and go into premature labor.
If it was Polly,
I was just about to say the same thing.
If it's
Months
Polly,
of backbreaking work did.
Yeah, I think it was a combination. But man, if I had to talk to Polly, I would go into a coma.
Well, you don't, because Burt Young died.
Wah, wah, wah.
You texted me, yeah, Polly's dead. And I went, it's not Polly, his name is Burt Young, you monster.
I don't know that name. All I know is Polly.
You only know Polly.
You mobster.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I don't feel good.
That just hit me. What you did.
You know, it's also about to hit you. I'm going to go full Polly on both of you. Equal fights, equal rights.
I think it's equal rights, equal fights.
Did I ask your opinion?
It's equal whites, equal fights.
Equal whites?
Equal whites.
Why you always got to bring race into it?
It's on my bingo card.
That is Tevis
It's just
racial.
about the rice, okay?
And this is why women's suffrage should end. All right.
I want to talk one brief moment.
I doubt it is.
About the baby.
Yeah, that ugly baby.
Did they put a wig on that kid?
That baby had some hair.
He did.
Holy shit.
He did.
Had to do a double take. No, that was too much. They needed to shave that baby's head.
Why? The baby,
too much hair.
The baby was born with hair.
That's crazy.
Well, all I want to say about Rocky's son is that weak ass swaddling job they were doing.
Well, yeah, not only that, but like when he puts him down to go to sleep and he just leaves him swaddled, I'm like, you're not supposed to do that, are you? You're not supposed to leave him swaddled? Oh, you are?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't think you were supposed to have anything in the crib with them.
Well, there wasn't anything in the crib with them, but when they're that young, you swaddle them.
Okay.
Otherwise, that jump reflex will wake them up.
Oh, okay.
We should just be thankful he didn't lay the poor boy face down. Because it would be Rocky 3, Return of the Sids.
Ouch.
What? We're all parents here, except Sarah.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm not.
So they do the stairs run again.
Okay.
Well, okay, wait.
Oh.
What?
Cut me off.
No. I just feel like we're jumping ahead a little, because we have the whole montage of Adrian in a coma.
Ugh.
Well, okay, I just want to say this one thing. I really like Mick in this one.
Yeah.
Because he's both hard on Rocky, but he's also soft when he needs to be. And he's actually physically there the entire time.
Yeah, he doesn't feel like he's just there for the money like
the
he did in the first one.
Right.
Yeah.
He also has some great one-liners.
Like Zing?
No.
What was the...
No, like when he watches...
Talk about getting your beauty sleep. Zing!
No, when he watches Apollo on the TV after he told Rocky that he couldn't fight him, he was watching Apollo on the TV, degrading...
Eating crackers like an ass.
on the bed, degrading...
He's like a 90-year-old man. He can eat crackers in his own bed.
And
gross.
And so afterwards, he goes to Rocky's house and he knocks on the door, and then Rocky opens the door, and then all he says is, "Let's go knock his block off."
I like what he said when he's training but I cannot remember exactly what it was. Something to do with thunder and lightning.
Oh,
Eat lightning and crap thunder.
That's right. Yeah, I like that a lot.
And other old people expressions.
yeah, he's pretty good in this one.
So Adrian, due to her backbreaking labor and conversation with Polly, goes into premature labor. She hemorrhages. The baby is a month premature, but it's healthy. Adrian slips into a coma. Now, it's kind of effed up that Rocky never goes and sees his son or checks on his son or doesn't do anything with the baby. That seems a little messed up. B, Jesus H. Christ. This scene would not end.
Or he's talking to Adrian.
Reading to her.
Being
sitting in the room.
Supportive husband.
I wrote you this poem. I hope you like it.
I thought it was cute.
That's the love of his life
That's
there.
the love of his life. And he's trying to awaken her brain by talking to her.
I appreciate the sentiment. My issue is the planning and execution. The scene is written like shit, and it's acted even worse.
Oh, he was fantastic in this scene.
I thought he was really good.
Yeah.
I thought he was really good.
He wasn't really good in any part of this movie, let alone this scene.
This didn't pull at your heartstrings.
No!
I almost teared up.
I was tearing
that's why
up.
You're the leader of our big fucking baby award. You tear up at everything.
Stop it. I'm tearing up now.
I'm going to send you into a coma with my raised voice. So I went, oh, Jesus Christ. Just move it along. This sucks. This sucks.
Well, I thought it was very moving. I did.
This
I
is
thought
why you shouldn't be allowed to speak without your husband or father's permission.
I was invited here.
By him. You two made me watch Rocky 2.
I didn't make you do anything.
You were like, that sounds like a great idea. I'd love to be on the show more. And here I am watching Rocky.
In any way I can get more Stallone movies in this.
I pulled them out of the hat, threw them away for a reason.
I know. And I fixed it.
The amount of hat tampering that goes on behind the scenes needs to come to a halt. There's too much tampering. Also, how dare you?
Oh my gosh.
Putting like Fast and the Furious in there and shit.
Listen. After being abducted and tied to a chair, I deserve to be putting movies in the hat.
So you put Fast and the Furious in the hat?
That wasn't me.
Everyone said it was.
Everyone meaning the two of you.
I didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
He says he didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
Someone put the Fast and the Furious in the hat. I didn't do it.
I'll blame my daughter.
Kid, I know you're listening. I don't know why. Quit putting movies in the hat.
You put whatever you want in the hat.
And that's not how the hat works.
We're going to pull out Bluey season 1.
I would love that.
Me too.
Be better than the Fast and the Furious or anything Sylvester Stallone has ever done in his life.
Anyway.
Where are we at? The fight.
No.
Adrian wakes up and she's like, win. And he's like, I'm going to win. And then we get the training montage. And this was actually a good training montage.
It was.
This
it was
really
good one.
established that quintessential Rocky training montage.
I love the one-handed pull-ups.
Except he's definitely using both arms.
Yeah. Yeah. But I do specifically remember this from the movie, and I don't know why. Just the one-handed pull-ups.
Okay. So he goes to do the stair run again. Am I the only one who thought it was just a tad over the top and unnecessary that every child in Philadelphia was following him and ran up the stairs with him?
They're his hero.
And they all celebrated at the top?
They're his hero.
That was a tad much.
It looked like the orgs attacking Helm's Deep.
You know, it was okay.
Which was impressive for 1979.
I'll say this. I felt that it was heartwarming, but to your point, it was a little much.
It's a tad much.
Like the very end, they have all 6 lanes of traffic covered with children.
Okay, he's jogging down the street, and then we see the kids who are like, "Oh, hey, try," and they jog for a little bit behind him and cheer him on. That's heartwarming. That's fun.
That's
and then
very
he's going down the street, and new kids see him, and that person on the bicycle, and they're trying to keep up with him, and that's fun. And then you're going, there's a fucking mob behind him.
They've stopped traffic.
They've stopped traffic in Philadelphia because there's an army of children following a grown man. This is weird.
I mean, at some point, it just looks like Rocky is running away from a mob of children.
It does, yeah.
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 I just, had it been left at neighborhood kids seeing him and jogging a little behind him, that's fine. It gets pretty
exaggerated,
ridiculous, over the top.
Yeah.
Another great Stallone movie. Over the top.
I'm sure we'll watch it.
Over the top.
I don't know what that is.
It's the arm wrestling movie.
No.
Yes.
There's a Sylvester Stallone arm wrestling movie.
Please tell me that's on the list.
Oh, it is on the list.
No. Stop it. Oh.
Yes. Yes.
If looks could kill.
That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
What? You've never heard of that?
Over the top? No. I don't watch Stallone movies because they're bad.
But you're gonna.
I hate everyone. All right, we get to the fight.
Wait.
Oh my God.
I just have one comment.
I don't care.
When Apollo is training.
Yes.
Where is he training at? A cathedral?
His house.
A Catholic cathedral? Because do you see the background? It's ridiculous. Anyway.
No, I didn't notice. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not messing with you.
It looks like
know what you're talking about.
He's like training in like some kind of castle almost, and it's got like carvings and etchings in the walls. Like
I wouldn't doubt if that was just like
I think that's
his gym,
his home gym. I think.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I do like the way Apollo trains with all the luxury, and Rocky is busy
chasing chickens
and lifting trees and
I'm glad,
just whatever he can.
I'm glad you like that idea because we'll revisit it when we go to Rocky 3 and we'll revisit it at Rocky 4. And I don't think there is a training montage in Rocky 5 that involves Rocky.
There is no Rocky 5. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That movie doesn't exist.
Oh, we'll get there.
No, that movie does not exist.
Tommy the Machine Gun.
Oh my gosh.
Goo. All right. Fight time.
So Rocky and Mickey, when they're strategizing for the fight.
Yes.
Mickey is like, you should switch and not fight Southpaw until later on in the fight and then switch it up.
Yeah, so they teach Rocky to fight right-handed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they never make the switch.
Well, Mick calls for it, and Rocky says, I'm not going to beat him with tricks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he beats Apollo fighting in a fashion that he has never been used to.
So what we're getting at is fighting standard is better than fighting southpaw.
Yeah, because nobody wants to fight a southpaw.
They don't want to fight me because I'm southpaw. I can't get no fights because I'm southpaw. Southpaw. Mumble mouth, southpaw.
I like
tigers.
I appreciate.
I like tigers.
I appreciated the setup for something to happen with the switch.
Yeah.
But them not doing it. It's almost, I like it. It's like in the first Rocky where he loses. And you're like, wait a minute. Why did he lose? How's the hero lose the fight? I like that as well.
Yeah.
So in this one, when the fight is going on and it's towards the end when they both go down, we still think maybe Rocky could lose.
Yeah.
Because it's happened before.
Mm-hmm.
And as we go to the last round, Apollo is ahead on points.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like Apollo has decidedly won this rematch.
Yeah, because his trainer's telling him just stay away from him.
Stick and move.
Stay away from him. And Apollo's like, no, I have to knock him out.
Yeah.
So that Apollo's his own downfall.
Yeah.
Pride cometh.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. I will say
exactly
that I wish Mick would teach Rocky how to block his face. He took so many face punches.
He was doing the classic Rocky defense.
Yeah, but
I'm going to block every punch with my schnoz.
I felt like it was way more than the first one.
Yeah, because Apollo was coming to kill.
Yeah.
One.
I don't understand that whole thing. You know, you shouldn't fight because if he hits you in the eye, you know, you could go blind.
So he leads with his forehead,
but not
block
training him to block the eye. Like, what are you doing, Mick?
I just wanted to see Rocky block at least once.
Now, wait a minute. You guys are blaming a character. This is not real. This didn't happen. This isn't Mick's fault. This is shitty writing. This is Sylvester Stallone's fault.
Well, they should have done something with Mickey.
No. Stallone should have done
something. Should have done something with Mickey to show that Mickey is not just verbally concerned about it, that he's actually going to try to do something about it.
Yeah.
But that was kind of weak. So yeah, Stallone's writing.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Blaming Mickey like he's a real person.
He is. In my heart.
Stallone sucks.
I will say I enjoyed the fight in Rocky 1 way better than this fight.
You think?
I did. I didn't like the ending in this one.
Because he won?
I don't have a problem with him winning. I didn't like the way he won where they both go down.
Double count out and then Rocky makes it to his feet at 10.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't care for that at all. And I think the first fight was more exciting. Weak writing.
This one stressed me out a little bit because of how many times Rocky took a face hit. Because realistically, if someone took that many, they would have been knocked out.
They would have died.
How many times are you going to hit him in the face before he goes down? My gosh.
Several.
Yeah.
Several.
Yeah. I also want to point out that Rocky got Paulie to watch his sister and the baby while he's at the fight. And I was like, why?
Yeah.
Why did you do
that's
that?
His best friend.
You could have got the homeless quartet that sings
I know,
around the
they
fire
would have
barrel
done
across
a
the
much
street.
better
Would have
job.
been better.
Surprise, Frank Stallone.
Voice of an angel.
Right? Oh.
Yeah, and when they would cut back to Adrian getting excited or getting worried, man, you're right. She was phoning it in.
This whole movie.
There were moments in it that I didn't think she was, but there was
when she wasn't conscious.
There you go. When she was in the coma, she was great. but yeah, when she's like, "Oh no," like, "Oh, come on, no," that was terrible.
Terrible.
Just terrible.
Rocky wins. Adrian, we did it.
What a shitty belt.
Yeah, that belt looks like ass.
It looks like some shitty ribbon with a piece of tin taped to it or pinned to it. It was very, very crappy.
It's not good.
No.
All right. Any comments before we get to final thoughts?
I just really like the last line.
Which is?
Yo, Adrian, I did it! And he's so proud of himself. I love it.
You can't say a word because your favorite catchphrase is, "Oh yeah, go fuck yourself."
Wait, what?
The thing.
No, it's, "Oh yeah, fuck you too."
Oh, there you go.
That's way better.
Yeah, way better than "go fuck yourself."
And way better than that was actually pretty good.
That was pretty good.
All right. Now, just because it's part of the show, we'll get this out of the way very quickly. Tevis, very quickly, final thoughts. Is Rocky 2 worth the ticket price?
Rocky 2 is worth the ticket price. I enjoyed the love story. I enjoyed Apollo.
Shut up.
I enjoyed their interactions between Rocky and Adrian. I thought very, very tender moments. Apollo, his story arc in this and his whole time on screen is fantastic. And with the ending being a little weaker than the original, this is worth the ticket price.
I rented this film for $3.98. And after I was done, I immediately went to my roll top desk, pad and pen in hand, wrote an angry letter to Sylvester Stallone demanding my $3.98 back with a postscript that says, "Go kill yourself."
Oh my gosh.
And that is in the mail as we speak. Rocky 2, much like Rocky 1, is not worth the ticket price. This movie is shit. The characters are shit. This writing is garbage. This movie sucks. But we are not here for our opinions. So, Sarah, we have two major questions to ask.
Okay.
So, Sarah.
Yeah.
Rocky 2. Is it or is it not worth the ticket price, and why?
I think.
Oh.
I struggled with this question. I'll be honest. I struggled with it because I'm thinking that if you grew up watching Rocky and if you liked the first one, then this would definitely be up your alley. Rocky 2, you would absolutely 100% enjoy. You would love it. You would pay $3.94 or however much it was to watch it. But if you didn't like the first Rocky, and if you have never seen the first one, you probably won't like it. Does that answer the question?
No.
Okay.
You need to say a very specific set of words.
Okay. Well, with that being said, in my opinion, yes, it is worth the ticket price.
Okay.
In my humble opinion.
And your argument being, if you liked the first one.
If you enjoyed the first one, then yes.
You were sleeping. There it is. Hold on.
We're not talking about that movie.
Flipping through my notes. Because I can't remember where the shit is. I don't have it bookmarked. I should have.
Are you flipping through your notes so ominously?
Well, you bring up an interesting point.
Yeah.
If someone liked the first one, the second one is right up their alley. Except that was not true. Rocky 1, IMDb of 8.1, Rotten Tomatoes 92%, critically acclaimed.
Mm-hmm.
Rocky 2, 7.3 and 71%, with most critics arguing that it is chasing the glory that was Rocky 1. But I didn't write down any reviews because their opinion doesn't matter. Your opinion matters.
Okay.
You're saying Rocky 2 worth the ticket price.
Yes.
Second question.
Okay.
Is, to your opinion, based off the two movies we've watched thus far, is Sylvester Stallone a good actor?
Yes. I thought he was better in this one than he was in the first one. I will say that. I thought the acting was better.
I agree.
In this one.
Well, the experiment continues. So that was Rocky 2 and our very first episode of Sara and Sly. She's still riding the Rocky train. I regret wording it like that. She enjoys Sylvester Stallone's hard work.
No.
I think that's better.
No.
She likes...
I don't like this joke.
So, Tevis and I picked out 3 more movies, Stallone movies. I'm just going to tell you their names.
Yeah.
You let me know or let us know if you have seen them before.
Okay.
Hopefully you have not.
All right.
And then we're just going to make you pick one blind.
Perfect.
So we have Judge Dredd. Does that ring any bells?
No. No.
It is based off a comic book. Does that help?
No.
Okay. Demolition Man. Anything?
No. Nope.
Wesley Snipes? Does that help?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Tango and Cash.
Wow. No.
No. Kurt Russell.
No.
You know who Kurt Russell is.
Yeah, I know who Kurt Russell is.
I got real worried for a second. All right. So, Judge Dredd, Demolition Man, Tango and Cash. Which one do you want to watch next month?
I think I want to watch Demolition Man.
Send a maniac to catch a maniac.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I hope you're ready for a roller coaster movie.
I know nothing about this movie, so I don't know what to expect.
Got Sandra Bullock.
I love Sandra Bullock.
There you go, Sandy B.
Wait, it does?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Son of a bitch! What?
No take backsies.
No takes his backsies.
Wait, hold on. Do you want to have intercourse?
Oh, sure.
That's her, isn't
That's
it?
her.
Damn it!
Yep.
There's some quotes with no context.
I was going to say, what does that
Get ready
mean?
and Sandra Bullock enjoys Sylvester Stallone's train.
Woo woo!
All aboard the Italian Stallion, ladies.
Zing.
All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Ticket Price. I'm Jake. That's Tevis. That's Sarah. And tune in next month when we visit Demolition Man and revisit Sara and Sly. And as always, be good to each other. Be good to yourselves. Let us know if you got bingo, and please, in the comments, explain to these two how and why they're wrong. Explain why Rocky sucks. Explain why Sylvester Stallone sucks. Good night. Fuck. I don't feel good.
Stallone is a god.
I hate